Now, Diablo is one of my all-time favorite games. I played Diablo 1, 2, a lot of 3, and now 4 just came out. Surprisingly enough, it is actually controller support, so installing it on the Steam Deck is probably one of the best things you can do. So let's check it out. Now to begin, Steam Deck basically runs on top of Manjaro, which is a Linux operating system based off Arch. You can switch over to the desktop mode and then install other applications that you need that is not on Steam. All right, so here we are on the desktop of Steam Deck. Now I am casting this to a monitor so we could actually see what's going on. The first thing we need to do is drop into desktop mode. So I'm gonna go over to power and then switch to desktop. Now in desktop mode, since it's taking the resolution of 1280 by 800, you're gonna see the black border, so I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Anyway, the first thing we wanna do is head over to the Discovery Software Center, and then in here, what you wanna do is look for Lutris. Now I do have this pre-installed, but once you search for that, you could actually just hit install. You can actually launch it from here, or go over to the menu and just type in Lutris, or go over to games, and look for Lutris down in this aisle as well. Now it does help that you do have a keyboard and mouse, and there is a part where when you're logging in you do need that keyboard and mouse as well. So just remember, there's no other way to get around it. Now hit the plus button on the top left, and all you have to do is search for Lutris game on website and type in Battle.net, just like that. It'll search for it, and then you just grab the first one. Now this will actually install, download everything that you need and configure Lutris so it could actually run Battle.net and games. So there's no work for you to do over here. It's all done in the back end. Now I am going to create a desktop shortcut, or you could actually create an application shortcut menu. You do need this because it'll actually load into you need this to load into Steam. This doesn't seem to work, create a Steam shortcut. I tried, but it doesn't appear. So just use create application shortcut menu and then hit continue. The source is download because I don't have the selected file. You can actually just download the Battle.net setup file instead, but it's up to you. I just hit install. Now we're gonna go through this entire process. It's gonna go through the installation. It's gonna set up all the prefixes that you need, all the download mono, and a few other things I think it needs in the back end. All right, here we go. All we have to do is continue off this prompt. So you're familiar with this if you installed Battle.net before on Windows. And then launch Battle.net when you start your computer. I don't need this. So I'm gonna hit OK and continue. All right, and there we go. Battle.net is now installed. Now this is the part where you actually need your keyboard and mouse because you can't use the actual keyboard shortcut over here. So like if I even tried to type, it won't work. So you do definitely need a keyboard and mouse at this point just to log in. And it kind of screws up the bottom. Don't worry about it, it'll appear back. Also remember to check off keep logged in. All right, so I don't have the game here, so I could just close this out. I'm gonna hit continue, and then I'm gonna skip this tour because it's just, you know, the menu itself. So from here on, what you can do is just go over to your Diablo and then hit the install. Now I do have this pre-installed on another computer, so I am just gonna transfer over the files. In that case, I would just do locate the game and then just install it that way. Now, what I would recommend is just closing this out now and exit the application just so this installer can finish. And there we go. Once the installation is finished, you could just launch it again. I'm going to transfer over the files and get that started. All right, so if you're like me, you want to transfer over the files, what you can do is go over to Diablo. Well, you grab the files off your USB storage device, head over to your home, go into games. There should be a folder called Battle.net, C drive, and then it goes into program files x86 and goes into, actually you could just leave it right here. That is fine. You don't have to put it into Battle.net. So I'm just going to paste one folder. And once this is done, you could just reopen Battle.net and locate the file that you're in. All right, now that is all done, all we have to do is go back into Lutris, open up Battle.net. All you have to do is now is just locate the game. We're going to navigate over to Diablo 4 because this is already in program files x86. Hit open. It's going to check the integrity of it, update whatever it needs to update depending on how old the files are. And that is about it for this part. Now, to get this to work on Steam, all you have to do is open your Steam. I'm going to minimize these windows and let that happen while that's doing its thing in the background. You're going to head over to games and add a non-Steam game. And in here, you should be able to look for Battle.net and add selected program because that's the thing we added. So if you go over to your libraries, it should be here now called BattleNet. Right over here called Blizzard BattleNet. And then at this point, you could change whatever icons you want. You could actually go into settings, manage, change, head over to properties. You could give it an icon over here if you have like a picture of it. So if you want something like Blizzard BattleNet, you could look up an icon for that. And that is about it. All right, now that we are back, I actually have Diablo 4 installed now. I just renamed it and I was trying some icon stuff. But yeah, you could do whatever you want, change the picture, rename it, if you want to customize it towards your liking. So it'll automatically enter you into BattleNet because I have Keep Me Logged On. So it'll automatically do that. I don't have to retype it again, which is a thing that you need to do because that login screen requires the keyboard. Once you're logged in, sometimes it might have a pop like this, and I'm glad that this time it did. You can't use any navigation because the keys are programmed to, the game itself. But luckily for us, we actually have a touchscreen, so I could just touch the X button to close out of it. Now in D4, all I'm gonna do is hit launch game, and there we have it. It loads right away. I had no intervention. I don't need to do anything at all. Just remember when you're loading into the screen, don't press too much buttons or you're gonna actually kick yourself off because it says press this button to cancel, and you don't wanna cancel the login. Now that I'm logged in, I'm actually able to choose whatever I want. So I'm playing a rogue class right now. I am on tier 2, a world tier 2. And here are some of my settings that I have. I have only half brightness. I could turn this up and it'll look a lot better, which I'll leave it for this now. And also, just in this mode, you could see I have 91% battery, but I have 2 hours and 30 or 41 minutes. I am at 60 frames per second. Let me move it up here. Maybe that might be a little bit easier for you guys. And as far as performance goes, I actually have this all changed up to play on 10 watts instead of 15 because it actually doesn't need that much. If you leave it on 15, it'll push it a little bit further, but the fan gets hotter and louder. So I actually moved it down to 10 and I still get the same performance. Scale filter, you could use actually 3 or 2. I leave it at 3 because, again, I actually use the Steam Deck to grind the game itself, not to play the storyline. Anything that has to do with the storyline, I will just play on my PC because I want to watch those juicy cinematics. So I've been using this just solely for grinding, getting new gear, doing some dungeons, upgrading potions, whatever it is. So here I'm going to enter the game. I should have went into options. I'll go into options when I get in. Anytime that you're in a bigger city, the frame rates do drop because you have so many other players around. But when you're out in the open or smaller cities, it's totally fine. You'll actually get about like 60 frames per second. So right now I'm on the lowest quality setting. So let me see if I could pull into the menu. Game menu here, go into options. And I have window fold screen, AMD GPU, and then I do have sharpening image at 90. There is also another thing, which is fidelity, super resolution 2. I do have ultra performance, and then I have everything on low. You can set everything to ultra, but you do have to up your TDP to like 15 watts. And again, since I'm not too worried about graphics because I am using this just for grinding, I leave pretty much everything at a low settings. So yeah, here we have the city that I'm in. I don't know where I am. And there's still a lot for me to discover. So let me pop back up to here and you can see it's 60 frames per second. I'm roaming around. It's still pretty good. Let me see if I can get on my mount. And there we have it. I'm just roaming around. Oh, there's enemies here already. Let me see if I could get off my mount and fight some of them. This is world tier 2, but since you're rogue, it's actually really, really easy to place tier 2. And let me see. It actually plays really, really well. Like I'm still locked at 60 frames per second and I'm just roaming around doing dungeons. Just the world. Let me heal there. I'm not paying attention because I'm holding it very awkwardly just so I could do this. There you go. All right, I'm gonna head back into town just because I'm not going to be playing this game too long like this. But yes, it works so well on the Steam Deck, and right now it's extremely, like, there's no heat coming out from it. It's very quiet. I can put it right towards the mic. It's very quiet. It's very cool. The fan's not blasting. And again, I still have, after doing that, 2 hours and 15 minutes at 88%. I used about 3% just going through that. And you can definitely get an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, depending on the settings that you're playing with on this. Because it's such a low resolution, you don't use the high quality content. You don't need to do ultra. Yeah, it works very well. And to exit, what I usually do is port back to town, hit Steam. You could exit game, or you could go over here and go to game and then exit Diablo 4. Both works the same, but right off the Steam Deck, everything works perfect. There we have it, guys. It's so much fun to play Diablo on a handheld device, especially since it's supported. So I have a lot of fun just grinding away. And then when I'm finished with the storyline, I will definitely be playing on the Steam Deck more, because I could sit behind a TV, kind of just grind out my levels, try to get my gear, do whatever I need to do, and have a lot of fun doing it while it's still ultra portable. Anyway, that is it for me, guys. If you have any questions about this, hit me up down in the comments below. And if you guys are new to this channel, consider subscribing and also hit that bell notification icon so you know when the next video is going to be out. And as I say in my nerd cave, hack till it hurts.